Hello, everybody. Welcome to Train Sim World. I'm not really going to be focusing on the game today, as you can probably tell by the title. I'd like to take you at a time to discuss, not really discuss, not discussing with anyone. Explain my thinking about where I would like to take this channel. Nothing big or dramatic or anything. Um, just um, some sort of fairly minor stuff. I shall get the train set up. Drop blinds. Can I have some cab lights, please? Or maybe not. Let's leave that off. Right. Should be alright to go. I don't want to take too much time. It's supposed to take 17 minutes, but I'll try and get that done a bit quicker. So yeah, the channel. As a lot of you will know, I put out a video about real trains recently, and it did rather well, to say the least. So I am planning to do more of that stuff. But I am not planning on that. I'm not planning on doing it nearly as often as some other people, like building beautifully or whatnot. I want to do that kind of stuff once a month, and on topics that other people don't really talk much about, just so I can get a little bit more of my own opinions through. And also because it's probably a bit boring just to watch someone talk about, I don't know, high-speed rail for the 15 millionth time. Although I have a few ideas for things in that regard that are still somewhat interesting and unique. But yes, I just wanted to say, so I'm planning on getting them out probably the second weekend of every month, each month. It's nothing to see there about the speeding. But yeah, planning to get them done the second weekend of each month. So you can expect the next video on that to come out in about 2 weeks. Obviously, the process for making that kind of stuff is a lot longer than a regular video I make. I have to write a script, proofread the script, change the script, and I'm only halfway through that for my next video so far, which I'm thinking at the moment will be on the Tangaras, although I'm not going to say much more about that yet. Then I've got to obviously edit the thing, and that takes a lot longer than it would a normal video, and I have my script proofread by someone else to make sure that it makes sense and isn't confusing, and then the final video I send to that same person to make sure that that's not confusing, and there's a whole process, and I need more time to do that. But in the meantime, because I can't bank on that kind of video continuing to be popular, I'm not considering that to be, or the sort of one-off, I'm not considering that to be a success yet. I mean, obviously the video in itself was a success, but I can't count on any any other videos like that being super successful. So for now, I'm just working on one video. If that does well, then I will keep going on them on the once a month. But I wouldn't expect more than once a month because I'll run out of things to talk about pretty quickly. And yeah, for people who want train sim content, I'll still be making that. As you will have noticed, the frequency has dropped a little bit, and that's just so that I can get other shit done, especially writing scripts. But yeah, so that stuff will still come, especially the news content and the odd free run. If you're here for the Sydney Trains, New South Wales Train Link real stuff, then by all means join in a live stream. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll go out and do some kind of thing. But yeah, if you want more stuff of mine to look at, that's more about Sydney and New South Wales, I've got a few videos on the Metro Open Days, the two that I went to, Waterloo and Barangaroo, and I have a few train spotting videos at Menangle and Lewisham and Cowan. So you can watch those if you'd like. Otherwise, next video will be coming out most likely 2 weeks' time about the Tangaras. And then other ideas I have. I've got ideas for like high-speed rail. Although, as I mentioned, in a much more nuanced approach. Things like improving regional rail, sleeper services. I don't really plan on talking about the new intercity fleet too much, because there's not too much to be said about them, really. They're just, when they arrive, when they enter service, they enter service. Maybe I'll do something on future Sydney Metro stuff. I don't know. That's all still up for debate as of yet. I don't know. And of course, if the Tangara video is a complete flop, I'm going to rethink the whole thing. But I will maybe make slightly shorter videos if there's a significant piece of transport news that either I come across or is broken by some other news outlets that I think is significant. Then I might make a video on that, in much the same way that I make news videos for Train Sim World. I mean, as well, I'll try and be politically neutral in them, but there's only so much you can go with that. And obviously, there's going to be some bias creeping in there from my own political beliefs, which most people will know are left-leaning. But yeah, so that's where I would like to take the channel. Not super exciting, but yeah. Where are we going? Just 2 more stops. All right. And there are plenty of other things that I have ideas for. But as well, and I wanted to make this clear, I don't want to sort of just become someone else. Like, I love Tate Set, for example, and I find myself watching a lot of Martin's videos and thinking, oh, I'd love to make something like this for Sydney. And some other people are doing that. Like, I saw a very Tate Set inspired video about Strathfield Junction. But I don't know, I feel like I want to leave Martin to do Martin things, and sort of try and pick my own niche out, even though that's going to be quite difficult. No, yeah, that's the plan. But maybe I might do a sort of signalling explainer at some point. Because that's something that I have a little bit more local knowledge about. And as well, I was thinking of doing something about the ATP ATO rollout, and I could roll that into a discussion about signalling. And if you have any questions about transport projects going on, and I try to keep up to date as much as I can. Obviously, there are other people who will be much more knowledgeable than I am. But I'll give all of your questions a crack if I can sort of think of an answer. If you would like to leave them, I don't know, in the comments or on my Discord, or even email me if you want. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking everything through because I don't have infinite time. Obviously, that's a limitation. But I do want to. I did enjoy making the video on the new regional fleet, so I'd like to do more of that. And if you are here from the Sydney stuff, please do keep an eye out for for videos like that, because it would really be very helpful if you could all watch them as they come out, and get a bit of algorithm circulation going through. And as well, I keep ranting on. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff that will happen later this year. Like we'll see the first, maybe we'll see the first regional trains arriving. We might, well, we will see Sydney Metro, the next phase opening. See Bankstown line shut down. The D sets coming on stream. A completely new timetable. There's a lot of speculation around that, and over which lines will remain, which lines will change, and that's a whole video in itself. So I won't talk about that now. But there's plenty that's going to happen this year, and we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'll make videos on anything really noteworthy. And there's also scope for future routes. High Speed Rail Authority is expected to pass down a business case by the end of the year. That'll be exciting for a Sydney to Newcastle route. I know there's a lot of skepticism over that. Personally, I think we're the closest to high speed rail that we've ever been. We've actually got a serious high speed rail authority with serious people employed on it, and they're making a serious business case, and I'd really like to see it progress beyond that. But yeah, there's other things, like the government's hinted at sleeper train replacements, and I have opinions on that, which could be a whole video in themselves as well. So there's lots of stuff. But yeah, so I'd like to sort of be not sort of just copy off one person, but sort of take the bits that I like out of a lot of people and combine them to make my own niche. So maybe a bit of Jeff Marshall there, just with a slightly less interesting aspect, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to try and get around to as many Metro open days as I can. I've got absolutely no idea when they'll be, which is a pain. Probably, if I was to guess, Victoria Cross will be next. Crow's Nest is quite far behind. And yeah, the Metro itself is going to open sort of June, July-ish. I think that's sort of the running theory by most people at the moment. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Right, coming into Scharfenberg now. Pull the speed back to 150. Okay, down to 85. Quite a firm brake application there. And that's going to be a s-bahn. Can I make you be quiet? Please? Thank you? Yes? Good. Come on. It's really unhelpful. No, no, no. Back. Back we go. Right into the bay platform. Watch the train is only a 3-car train. Okay. Still think we're probably going to hang off the end, but that's okay. Not my problem. It's only a game. Right, there you go. No, it did fit in the platform, just. The loco hanging off the back. Yes, that is everything for this video. Not super exciting, as I mentioned, but yeah, do let me know what you think about stuff. If you got any ideas for videos you'd like me to make about Train Sim World or um, New South Wales, Australia, whatever, do let me know because if it's good, I'll do it. um, if it's good, I shall do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.